See, there comes a time in life where you have to grow up and be a man, where you have to take responsibilities for all your actions and live with the results that came with them. First of all, let me say peace to the gods and the goddesses of the nation, of the land, and of all creation. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you bless and spreading that impact on not only yourself, but everyone who you come in contact with. We at a time and age of, let's say, voices going to war with voices. We at the time and age now where you don't know who to trust or even who's right when they feeding you the knowledge. And this right here is relating to Hassan Campbell and Kwame Brown. What I've seen over the last couple of days has been nothing short of disgusting, immature, and plain old stupid. Two voices that both can be used to do positive things in the world, but instead they're doing everything that's wrong in the world. It has to be a time now where we get over the notion of just going at somebody because they have a voice. And I'm not saying that all of what Kwame's saying is wrong or what Hassan Campbell is saying is wrong. I'm saying both of them have right things and both of them have wrong things that both of them are doing. When we hear Kwame Brown talk about coding, building up the youth, that's good. But when we hear, as he like to call it, his mama's cooking, to where he's disrespecting everybody who may have a problem with him, that's when we get to the wrong side. Same thing goes with Hassan Campbell. Anytime that you hear him saying that he want to raise the youth up, stop the violence and stop the shooting, that's good. But anytime we hear him talking about that he'd knock a nigga out or he want to fight or so forth, that is wrong. Each one of these dudes need to really reevaluate themselves. And I'm not saying that you have to agree on everything. I'm saying basically, why don't y'all bring y'all knowledge and put it together? Instead of starting beef with each other for no apparent reason, how about you bring that and put it together to do something positive? Because both of you got good ideas. So instead of worrying about all the negative energy that's getting you all the views that you're getting, how about you focus on the positive energy and bring that together and do something wonderful? We seen too many of y'all YouTube scholars start getting that paper, and next thing you know, you jumping on the fence of the enemy. Is that what both of y'all doing? And I want to apologize to Hassan Campbell because true indeed I thought that the kid was some type of rapo kid. I didn't listen to him. I still rarely listen to him. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm glad that he shed the light of what he was saying in that little short clip that we got a long time ago. Because for a long time, for a few years now, that Hassan Campbell has been online, I looked at him as nothing but a rapist, pedophile dude. From the things that I saw that other people brought up, that made me say, I'm not even gonna go check out your page. I don't even want to hear nothing that you gotta say, just from this right here. I'm glad that he clarified that. I'm glad that Kev clarified that and let it be known that he wasn't saying that he was going to rape that man's children. Because any man who can have the mind to rape a child You deserve to be wiped off the face of the earth. For any man who want to take something from somebody in the form of sexual intercourse should be wiped off the face of the earth because you have no business here. It's easy to go out here and get a girl, and if you gay, it's easy to go out here and get a dude. So taking something from somebody is null and void. And that's something that us as the black community shouldn't even have in the first place. No rapos, no child molesters, none of that. I'm not saying that you can't be no G, but we still have to live by a code. And it seems today that a lot of black people ain't living by no code. Same thing with all these YouTube bloods out here. You spreading info and knowledge and and all of the positive, all of the negative things that's going on inside of the prison system. All you doing is getting dudes feds indictment. You think they ain't going looking at your page and listening to all the little info and knowledge that you got? But you sitting up here dry snitching to the community, and not only that, to people, civilians who don't even live that life. You doing this for a check. It's time to stop exploiting black people for money. This is why y'all don't see me come on YouTube. I want you to know this is not about the money. You are hearing my true thoughts. You are hearing my true opinions. If I'm gonna make a YouTube about money, trust and believe, it's a different page out there that I'm trying to benefit off of money from. Not about black people. Not about my community, because my community is bigger than me. So instead of y'all throwing shots at Dr. Umar Johnson, whatever his name is, how about y'all grab him up and say and give him the knowledge like what Hassan Campbell was saying about online classes for the youth? Instead of a building, how about you form a website for the youth so they could learn after they come from a public school? They come from school to go to your school to get a different type of knowledge. Instead of you sitting up there beefing with each other, Hassan, you may not have the cachet that Kwame Brown have, but that doesn't mean that Kwame Brown can't make something happen. You bring your knowledge, he bring his dollars. Or y'all get another person who we seen Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and a few stars donate to YouTube, YouTube commentators who talk about black issues. We ain't gonna act like we bring in your dollars and to make something happen. Both of y'all could do this together. Instead of one sitting up here calling the other a rapo and the other one saying that the other one is the Illuminati, how about both of y'all put those differences aside if y'all really worried about the black community? How about you put both of those differences aside and make something beautiful out of the positive things that you're saying? Okay, Kwame, you wanted your clout. I don't even care about your pocket, to be honest with you. But you wanted your clout. You wanted to blow up on YouTube. You got your shot at fame when you went at the people who started with you. Okay, now you said, and I've watched your videos, so you can't say that you haven't said this. So now that you got your YouTube popping, and now since it's about coding and bettering the community, how about you do that? How about you leave all the negative alone? How about you ignore every negative person that's out there talking mess about you, and you link up with Hassan Campbell, Kev Gills, Carcino, Dr. Umar, and how about y'all do that schooling idea? Since both of y'all want to sit up there and help the youth, you could do coding, Hassan Campbell can do psychological. Since he's worried about the mental health of the young community. These are things that schools need anyways. So since you, both of you, are saying that you are headstrong about providing this for our youth, how about y'all put every difference that you have against each other aside and go talk to Dr. Umar and y'all do an online school teaching about those same two things. The psychological mind of our youth and trades that can make our youth be able to guarantee that they can make money when they grow up to provide for their families. Because you both got good ideas, but you let your negative overshadow your positive. Where is the logical sense in that if you are to call yourself a black man? How can you appreciate and value the negative more than you value the positive? I know how to ignore people. I know how to snap back at people. I know how to get mad to where I punch somebody in their face. But I also have the knowledge to know to stay away from those type of circles and to ignore those type of circles and focus on the things that I feel that are betterment for not only myself but for my family and my community. You can't just say one thing one minute and then don't provide evidence for it the next. You cannot say that you want to get coding and Dr. Umar is out there asking people for money to build a school. Why can't you go and approach him with the idea to do an online school just like Hassan just said? And Hassan, you saying that after coding, which you shouldn't really be saying, because that's something, what is the prime reason for crime in the hood? Kids without education, kids without trade skills, kids without college knowledge, kids that's willing to stand on a corner instead of taking their ass to school. So you can't say forget coding. How can you say something that could benefit? We all know right now technology is the leading profession in the world. So if this man is saying that he has an idea that he wants to bring in something that could benefit the youth, who are you to shun it? Who are you? You said that you worried about the youth. Why would you go against something that could benefit the youth? We're talking about schooling here, learning. Ain't that's how you got on YouTube? From the knowledge that you had from you studying? Or you just big off of your big talk? Off of threatening people? Off of want to fight everybody? Or African Bambaataa? Is that what you want your legacy to be based on? Or do you want your legacy to be based on you going in the same hood that you calling out in all of your videos, going there and recruit those young men to get them inside of an educational institution that can benefit not only them, but for those who they come in contact with? How about that? If you can't do that, why are you here? Because my only thought would be you here for the dollars. And I'm not getting mad at you for wanting to take care of your family. If this is how you're going to make your money do, then be real with it. Be real and say, yo, this is how I make my money. And I'm going to always talk shit. Regardless if I'm saying something positive or not, I'm going to always talk shit, and my bad is going to outweigh the good that I say. Because there should be no way in hell that you will tell a man that him talking about kids learning coding is wrong. We see free programs out here for children to learn coding. Isn't that telling you something? We see people pushing coding on kids. Isn't that telling you something? America wants to be the leading country in technology. Why you think China's so rich? Technology. Sure, they get they scientists and all of that to focus on marine biology, geography, and all of the other things of nature and other skills with farming and all of that. But what do they lead in? They lead in computers and technology, engineering, because this is what's leading the civilization at this point in time. So by you saying, I don't want my youngest to learn no, I just want them to get psychological. But bruh, having no money and being broke is psychological warfare on you. This is the reason why our communities are in the predicament that they are in now. Because our forefathers didn't teach us the trades that we should have known. So I don't want to hear about, oh, I don't want to hear no coding. You better band with him to get coding and psychological counseling inside of the schools with Dr. Umar and make it online. If y'all can't do that, if you and Kwame Brown can't come to terms on that, then both of y'all need to be banned off YouTube. The black community need to get rid of both of y'all. And this is coming from a nobody in your standards of YouTube. I'm a nobody compared to y'all, but y'all need to get banned off of YouTube if you two can't come together to bring the ideas that you brought up together and take it to a man who's going all the country, excuse me, that's going all around the country asking people for money to donate to a school. Since when black people can't put their minds together? This is what created the Nation of Islam, the Moors and all of that. Black people putting their minds together. So don't tell me y'all can't put your differences aside. You better get it done. Because right now, you have the voice. Not me, not a couple of other people. You got the voice. Use it wisely. And your benefits will get revealed. Till then, peace and blessings to everyone.